Hey going guys, it's Luke here from IPM Media. Today in this video I'm going to be running you through how to set up a Facebook ad for your construction business or your contractor business or any trade or service business in the construction industry. Let's jump into it guys. I'm going to be running you through how to create a profitable Facebook ad for your construction business. Okay, I'm in Ads Manager here. If you haven't got Ads Manager, go to this link, simply search Facebook Ads Manager. Sign up, create an account. I'm not going to run you through it. It's not rocket science. Edit your credit card details and let's get started. So click create in your campaign section. Obviously you won't have campaigns in there, but I do because I've run campaigns and I do this for a job. Now, Facebook organizes its ads in a hierarchy with campaign, then ad set, and then ad. In the campaign, you set up your objective. In the ad setup, you set up your audience and your budget. By audience, I mean your targeting. And then in the ad, you actually create the ad. So that's how Facebook manages it. Let's jump straight into it. We're going to select traffic for this one because we want to drive traffic to our website. But there are other options. They do change a few things, and they essentially just change the algorithm that Facebook uses for showing your ads. But let's just stick with traffic because it works well and it sends traffic to your website, which is a really good way for generating leads. So I've clicked traffic. Let's give the campaign a name. Let's call it construction marketing and hit continue. Don't worry about the other things. They're advanced and you don't need to worry. So now we're in the ad set. As I said previously, in the ad set where you set the targeting and the, budget of the ad. Come on, Luke, you should know this. So let's give it an ad set name. So let's call it Adelaide Construction, Home Construction. So we're going to target people in Adelaide. Adelaide's in South Australia, and obviously South Australia's in Australia. That's where I live. So say you're an Adelaide construction company, you'd want to target people in Adelaide. So we can do this quite simply. So here we are, we scroll down and we go to the audience. And obviously you can have saved audiences. You probably have none. I've got a few. But let's create a new audience. So let's edit location. Let's set it as South Australia. What am I doing? Let's set it as Adelaide. My bad, guys. I'm sorry. You can adjust the size of that circle here. It's set to miles, which is funny because we use kilometers in Australia. We can edit the age. I probably don't want to target 30-year-olds with an ad for construction businesses to build homes. 30 and up is probably good. We want to target all genders because most genders buy a house. And here where it gets interesting, we can target demographics, interests, and behaviors. Let me show you how. Let's click browse. Demographics includes things like education, finance, and relationship and work status. You can see some of the options Facebook gives you to target, anything from schools to, fields of study. And then obviously interest is a really cool one because it generates the interest by looking at which pages you've liked, and then it can work out what you're interested in. And that's how we're going to use targets. That's how we're going to target people today. And then behaviors looks at things like what you do on social media and what you do on your phone and actual activities. And you can select multiple of these and combine them to create really interesting audiences. So let's just search and let's go home construction. Here we go. We can target people. Sorry, I was pointing at the screen with my finger then. People over here on the right, people who have expressed an interest or liked pages relating to home construction. Let's hit that. So there's a good chance if you are interested in pages that are about home construction, you probably are thinking about building your own home. So let's definitely target that as an interest. And let's hit save this audience and let's call it people in Adelaide who want to build a home and hit save. That was a pretty long name. Now, before we go any further, on the right hand side, you can see it gives us an audience size. So the potential reach we have is 52,000 people, which is a pretty good number. Facebook gives it a green, which means it's good, but good is whatever it is. I don't really know how Facebook figures out if it's good or bad. And then underneath, it gives us an estimated daily results. But we need to adjust our budget before we can look at that. So let's scroll down to the bottom here and have a look at the daily budget. I recommend starting off at $1 or $2 per day and giving it a week or two and seeing how the ad is performing, and then upping the budget if it's going well. So let's just hit $2 and have a look at how the estimated daily results changes. So you can see it's estimating that we get between 275 and 800 people seeing the ad every day, which is pretty good considering we're paying $2. And we're expecting to get between 5 and 13 link clicks for that cost. If you change the pricing, you can see how the daily results will change, obviously. But let's just stick with $2. Leave all this, just optimize for link clicks. That means we're optimizing for people to click on the link. Pretty common sense. And let's hit continue because we're done. So we've set up campaign, the campaign level where we set up the objective, and now we've set up the targeting and the audience and the budget. And now we're moving on to the ad setup where we set up the creative of the ad. So let's give it a name once again because everything needs to be named. Let's go Adelaide Construction Ad 1 because you might have multiple construction ads. You can select your Facebook page here. You'll need one to run an ad. You can hook up your Instagram page here if you have an Instagram account as well. Now, Facebook gives you 3 options for creating an ad. You can create an ad from scratch. You can use an existing post from your Facebook page. You can see mine here. Or you can use a mock-up. I wouldn't worry about mock-ups. They're a bit of an advanced tool. So just choose between one of these two. I recommend you create your own ad because it's more customizable and we can have a call to action and it just works better. So definitely do create an ad. So we've got a few choices here. We can use a carousel of images, or we can use a single image or video, or we can use a collection. I recommend a single image or video or the carousel option. They both work really well and they're really clean and easy and aren't clunky. So let's use a single image and let's scroll down and start editing. Let's add some media first. We want to add a single image. I'm just going to add this photo of a digger. Well, that's probably not a very good one. Let's put one of the house being built because we are doing a construction ad for houses being built. That's cool. Let's scroll down and you can see on the right hand side here, this is our preview screen. So as we make changes over here to the ad, the preview will be updated. So let's link to a website. That's pretty important. I'm going to put in my website, but obviously you should put in your own website. Now the primary text is what appears above the ad. And this is where you want to put in your description of the ad. Not your description, but you want to put in your call to action. What I like to do first is I like to make my first line a qualifying line. So, are you interested in are you interested in building your dream house? So straight away when people read that, they know what this ad's going to be about. It's going to be about building your dream house. And then I always add more information down here and I say something like, well, you might say something like, we're a high quality home builder with 50 years of experience. Whatever you want to say. And then you might want to end on something like a call to action. Visit our website for more information and a free quote. Cool, that's really good. And I'll explain why I organized my text and my copy like this in a minute. The headline appears down here. It's automatically generated mine using my website, but you want to customize it and you might want to set this up as something like home construction Adelaide. or whatever your trade is, or whatever your contractor business is. And the description appears underneath of that. Yours might be visit our website for more information. And there we go. Our ad is set up. And you can see that it is adjusting on the right hand side here in the preview setting. Now let me explain to you why I set up the primary text like this. So when you're scrolling through Facebook, obviously it has to hide some of the text that's being shown. Now Facebook normally just shows the first line. So when we have people scroll through and see your ad, we want them to know whether they're interested in your ad straight away. And that's why we use a qualifying line like, are you interested in building a dream home? Because it's a yes or no answer. If they are interested, they probably want to continue reading the ad. But if they're not, they can just scroll on through. So that's why we use something like that. And then they can click on see more and read more information underneath. And they can make up their own mind whether they're interested in your ad or not. I actually forgot to add that we can adjust the call to action down here. And we can adjust it to be whatever you want it to be really from these options. Learn more is a pretty good way of, it's a pretty general one of using because it just means learn more information. And that button will take you to the website. Don't worry about the other ones or this other information, you don't really need it. And that just means we're done, guys. It's exciting. So hit review and you can check over the information that you've set. You can see that we've got the campaign set up, the new ad set. Here you can see the placement and the targeting. And you can see the budget, and then you can see the ad down here. And hitting confirm will let Facebook go through and double check that our ad's set up correctly. And it's going to start uploading it to their servers, and Facebook will actually have to review your ad before it goes out. And here we go. You can see that it's saying that it's in draft, but eventually they'll stop to in review once it's finished publishing. Come on Facebook. And this is what it will look like once you've got an ad running on Facebook. Here we go. You can see that it says it's in review and there's a green circle with white in the hole. So this means that Facebook is checking over your ad to make sure there's nothing explicit on there, anything like that. And it should only take a day or two if you're new to Facebook ads to get yours approved. But if you've done lots of Facebook ads before, then it should get approved pretty quickly. I hope this video helped, guys. If you did and learnt something from it, please like and subscribe and have a great day. Thanks so much, guys. I'll catch you all next time.